Oh, morning. Hey. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, I got up once last night to pee and that was it. And it's 10 o'clock. There you are. Good boy. I think it is coffee time. Whoa, boy. Let's see, are we dying? Tester says 0. Highest reading 0. Good. Whoo-wee. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold. Oh, I see. That's a very creative design. I think it's gonna work. Tote. I should do this.
Weather forecast anticipating temperature lows of -30.
My sleeping bag is over here. Holy, that's getting warm from the heat. So we've got the cot here, right? This is where Boss is on the cot, and we're against this one wall. Then we wrap around, and then there's my sleeping against that wall. And the stove, like I said, you can see this is the center of the tent, and it's kind of off center, but yet not in the corner. It's kind of like awkwardly between the two. But what that does allow you is if none of this was here, right, another person could be setting up there to sleep. Alright, we are getting suited up here. Boss has his sweater on. Yeah, look at that. Good boy. And gotta put his mutlocks on. He's had these for quite a few years. We only really need them when it's either a long day outside or really cold outside. But he's got such big feet that oh, that's good Velcro. You should see the size of these things. Okay. So that's one of his boots. It's the size of my hand, really. And yeah, he walks funny in them. And he walks funny, but you know what? They do the trick, right? Yes, it's so cold out there. And I'd want to burn off some energy. And I want him to. So I found his, it's really hard actually finding the right size of clothes for this guy, and he doesn't need much, right? He needs a jacket or something for a really, really cold day, and that's about it. Other than that, he doesn't get dressed up at all. But this is his first winter camping trip, and I wanted to make sure that if he needed it, he's got it. That's funny, isn't it? When I was in the store and I'm pulling open the neck of this sweater and people like were trying to help me or whatever pick out the size, and I've stretched it out like this far, just this huge hole, and they're like, oh, that's huge, and I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be big enough. And it's loose enough he's not going to choke, but it is tight getting it over his noggin, so it's just the right size, but it is fairly snug. Such a broad chest and everything, it's quite tight around this area, but not too tight that it's going to cut any circulation or anything. Alright, bud? Yeah. I gotta get your booties on. Oh. Go on. doing the funny walk. Come on, bud. Hey, go on. Let me grab your toy here. There you go. You want this? You want this? Come on, let's go play. Let's go play. Hey? Yeah. That's funny, eh? Boss. Boss. Do you want this? Do you want this? Go get it. Yeah. I am not going to get that. He'll start walking normally soon enough. He doesn't really want to play though, do ya? Hey? Just wants to go for a walk, I guess. Fine with me. Good thing is he'll be able to be walking around in the snow for a long time and he won't get cold. So that's a bonus. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Let's go on the lake. Let's go on the lake. This way. There you go. Good boy. Hey, good boy. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're having a good time. Fix your sweater, bud. Oh, that bum's good. Oh, you almost got it. So this strip of land right here is like one big one-lane highway, and people were coming in off the main road and coming down this strip. Right here where we are is one of the ponds, and on the other side of that little strip is another one. And yeah, all the trucks were lined up down that road. There's camp. There's the tent and truck. Heater's still running on half, so if it burns down, my keys are in my pocket, so but I'm pretty confident that it's just fine. It's not windy at all, so there's no risk of the chimney catching a draft and knocking anything over. Looks like this was a big fishing spot this morning. Hey bud, you want a drink of water? Drink out of the hole. Holy. I should have brought my fishing stuff. Don't need the auger. Wow, eh? This was here this morning. It's already a cap of ice on them. Yeah, boy, here, boss. You want water? Come here. Here's water. Have some water. There you go. Fix your sweater. There you go. There you go. Still has all his booties on. Whew. Alright. Let's go see this road. You see? Single lane road. Good boy. Good boy. Well, we're just gonna walk around. I'm not sure there's gonna be anything interesting to see, but we're just gonna burn off some energy and work up an appetite. Maybe have a nap this afternoon. I'm glad there's not much of a wind. It's still pretty cold out here. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, so that's the lake, or the pond. My tent is straight through there. Right there. And Boss and I are just out for a walk. And this is one of the new logging roads that didn't exist the last time I was here. And look at this pile. Come on, my boy, let's go. Yeah. Oh, good boy. Yeah, good boy, let's go. Hey, boss, let's go this way. Let's go the long way. Let's go this way. Let's go the bush way. Yeah, look at this trail. Oh, buddy. So that guy this morning that drove past camp, kind of a bit of a jerk, but anyways, it didn't bother me. But he's leaking. I don't know if you can see it. He's leaking antifreeze. I can see his trail. That's a steady drip. Could just be that he cold started his truck. That happens too with my Sierra anyways. But I have a leak, right? So I know it's happening, but he's definitely leaking antifreeze. Oh man. Alright guys, we're just gonna keep walking. We've got a trail to go to, and there's camp. So that'll be a good long walk, good nice walk for us. And maybe he'll be in the mood to throw a toy or something. Man, they're just cleaning this whole place out. I actually have cell service here, and I phoned the wife last night, just letting her know everything was good, or at least that we made it here. And I told her about the logging going on, and she pretty much said the same thing I was thinking, that it's time to find a new spot, you know? Time to find a new place to just get out with the dogs and let them run and play closer to home. Because it's just too much activity here now with logging, and it's not about the people. The people are fine. With like skidooers and quadders and fishermen, they're all fine. But the traffic, the semis down the road, the trucks, the inspection trucks and all that kind of stuff, just it's busy down here. When we first started coming here, it was a nice quiet place where you could have a picnic or something. You know, take the dogs for a swim in the summer in these ponds, or throw a line in and do some fishing and have some beers. But now, nope. It's noisy, it's busy, and this is very close to where my bear site is too. So I'm gonna have to find a new bear site, honestly. There's a lot of birch in here. Huh. This must be a really old cluster. I rarely ever see such condensed birch in one area. Those are all birch. And then, like, it's just riddled with birch. This is all birch. Except for the dark, you know, these dark ones, they're obviously not birch, but all those white ones, they're all birch. And they're all kind of in a strip. So, that's cool. That's rare. I'm going to keep my eye on this spot. If any of them die, they're going to the cabin to be burnt. I love the smell of burning birch. It's the best smelling wood there is. Guaranteed. I'll argue with anyone. Yeah. If any of that dies, I'm taking her home. There's even birch right here. Man, they take forever to grow. They don't repopulate very well after fires or after being cut down. You know, they're a gem to find. A pile of birch like that is a treat, and boy, are they ever a pleasure to burn. But I won't cut them down if they're not dead. Too nice of a tree. If I remember right, birch is a willow. I wonder if other willows smell like that. Hey bud, we're back to camp. Boss and I are just gonna chill out here. I'm gonna throw a toy for him. Just gonna keep wandering around, burn off some more energy. Then I'm gonna thaw my face inside. Maybe have a nap, listen to an audiobook. Hey bud. I'm so happy I brought his boots. He would not have been out this long. And he's loving it. Just plowing through the snow. He's loving it. Hey bud. Oh, this is where she went down. So her vehicle was parked right here. There's my camp. So there's a little hole here. She pulled into the willows, but she went down here with her sleigh. It's like she didn't want to get too close to my truck or anything to wake me up or something. She could have gone down this ramp right here that I walked down. Right there. I wouldn't have minded. I was up. I heard them. I shouldn't say I was up. I was lying in bed awake. Yeah, this is that guy's truck. And he's pissing coolant. I can't see the screen, so I hope you see that. But it's he's been leaking it the whole way, so I don't know if he was one of the trucks that went on that little peninsula road kind of thing, and there's some pretty deep spots. He may have tweaked his rad and cracked it or something, because it's been just a steady, and they're not small drips either, and it's been the whole walk that I've taken, I've seen that. So hopefully he makes it back home. Let's go across here to the other ponds. I took a couple pictures last night of my inReach link, which shows where I am, and I zoomed in so it went to the aerial view, not just like a street map view, but the actual satellite view. And I'll put that in now so you can see that it's literally just, they look like massive excavation pits from a long time ago that have, all the shrubbery is grown back around them, and people now use them, and they're actually, some of them are stocked with fish. But you'll see I'm just walking around a whole bunch of little lakes, little ponds actually, right? It's called Reynolds Ponds. So, and I'm pretty sure it was an old excavation site. And now, it's a big attraction. But I can just walk 100 feet, be at a pond, cross that, walk another 100 feet, be at another one. It's pretty cool. In fact, wife and I used to quad in this area, and used to just go touring. Actually, I think most of the time it was with my Dakota. But really nice place. Lots to do here, as everyone knows. Whoa! Hey, bye, boy. What do you find? What'd you find? That's pea. What kind of pea is that? Coyote pea? Hmm? What is it? It's coyote pea. I don't see any fresh tracks there, my boy. Oh yeah, you're gonna mark it though, eh? Good boy. Alright. Well guys, I don't want to keep boring you with just walking around and babbling. So I'm going to shut the camera off for now. Boss and I are going to play with a stick or something and see what happens next. I have no agenda today, which is kind of nice. Let's just walk the road, hey bud? Alright guys, see you in a bit. Whoa, good boy. Oh, you got slobber on your face. Well, boss and I are back at camp here, and I figure I'll show you guys the tent. I keep forgetting that we came here at night, and night videos never turn out properly, so so here is the main tent. Chimney's a bit long, so that's something I can modify for next time. I've got 2 long pieces that I can put on instead of 3 mediums, and I think that would probably be about the right height. The hardest part of setting this tent up was when you don't have a tree to stake to. So this is what I did, and I made all these wood dowels here. And what I did was I put grooves in them. Hey bud. Right here, 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 and there. So that depending what the ground is like, it could be uneven or whatever, I'll still be able to tie the guy line out, wrap it around using one of those notches. Don't you pee on my tent. Good boy. Use one of the notches to kind of keep the rope in place, and then I've got it anchored down there to an Eskimo ice anchor. And it's super stable. Very stable, strong, it'll hold. So I had to do that, I think, in 4 spots. So these front 3. And then I think 1 back there. Nope, just these front 3. Okay, well that's good. The rest I was able to tie out to trees. And that's pretty well, that's camp. I put snow all along the bottom snow skirts, except for the main door, of course. And what I do, or what I did last night, was because there's nothing blocking the minor draft that was coming in there, I just laid my ski pants down in front of the door. And that stopped the draft, kept a little more heat in there. You want to go in, bud? Well, we are just cooking up a little snack. I'm going to have a little cup of soup and a cup of tea. We've kind of just been listening to an audiobook and lazing around in here today. It seems to be standing true to the pound an hour on full blast and roughly 24 hours out of a 30-pound tank, so that's good. Oh, I'm cooking, it's amazing how quick this place warms up when I got my other stove going. Like, it's almost too hot in here. Plus that stove isn't safe to use in here, right? So yeah, just charging up a few things with the battery banks, and Boss has been lazing around all day. He hasn't eaten or drank anything today, so that's kind of on my mind. And I brought a can of dog food to add to his kibble, just in case he didn't eat. Him not eating is typical on this kind of a trip, or when we go to the cabin or whatever. Doesn't seem to bug him, but the drinking part bugs me. Aside from the logging crew, there hasn't been any more activity out here today, so that's good. Okay. Looks like my water's ready for tea. Yep. Hot. Yeah. Let that cool down. Soup should be ready. It's probably going to be hot. Yes, it is very. This expired like in 2017. March 2017, so it's almost 3 years expired. Or it is almost 3 years. I do have a fork too that came with my other cutlery set, at least I think I do, but let's see how this goes. Honestly, not feeling too hot right now, and I think it's from a lack of food. All I've eaten since I've been out here is that one boil in a bag that I had this morning, so that's why I decided just to cook up a cup of soup here, and I've got more Mountain House I can have in a bit, but I think I need to feed myself. So I'm going to wolf this down, listen to the audiobook. I think we're just going to R&R for the rest of today. I'm going to have to clean off that table and all the stuff on there and move the propane tanks around and switch that tank in a couple hours, but other than that, we're just going to chill out. I always forget how good these are. I'm really not a fan of eating anything from the dollar store, but these are good. I don't know why I'm not a fan of eating this stuff from the dollar store. I have absolutely zero justifiable reasoning. It just, I don't know, it's the stigma, I guess, in my head. You lazy bones. Yeah. I was laying down here, just listening to the book, trying to doze off, and I started feeling him like jerking or, you know, twitching, whatever. And I thought, oh, maybe he's shivering, you know, maybe he's cold. Nope, he was just dreaming about catching a squirrel or something. I almost need something to do inside. The audiobook's pretty entertaining. I have a lot of them to get through yet, so. But, I don't know, I wish I had, like, something small to do in here. I swear I say that every time. I guess it is kind of nice just to slow down and do nothing. Because unless I'm out here doing something like this, it doesn't happen. How did you get a dog hair in here already. How is that even possible? Boy. Alright guys, I'm going to finish up the soup, and then I have no idea what. Alright, well, we've got the other propane tank outside now, and just give you kind of a look around here before it gets too dark. The whole area. It's definitely dropping temp, so I probably won't be out here again, or anything other than to come take a leak or something, but there's bush, there's trails, there's ponds. It's just a nice place to be. Door's been open for a bit, and boss is getting cool, so he's all tucked up now. So let's go in and stay warm. Oh yeah. Well, switched the tank. I left the door open while I went out to video what it looks like outside, and boss decided to climb down and go out for a pee or whatever, so I left the door open. The place is kind of cold in here, although can't see your breath anymore. We've only been in for like 2 minutes, and the stove's only on half, so he curled up into a tiny little ball, so he's all covered up now. And hey, all right, I'll pet you. And that's it. We're in for the night, I guess. Yeah, I think us boys are doing exactly what we need to be doing this weekend, eh? Yeah, you good boy. We had a good walk today anyways. He came back and he slept for like 2 hours after that. And we weren't gone very long, maybe 45 minutes. Hey! Well, boss had some supper. I had to bait him with his canned food, but at least he ate it. And I've just got a comedy show going on the radio right now, so that's cool. And it is 6:45. So I've slowly had to adjust the heat up, just a little by little as it gets colder outside. It's still going to get a bit colder, but I'm not at full yet, so I think we're going to be alright. I know we will. It's going to be a lot warmer than last night. And that's it. Aside from packing up tomorrow, which is going to be fun, this is it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to listen to this comedy show. We're going to chill out, have some bro time, and probably call it a night pretty soon. Probably by, I'm going to guess, 8 or 9 o'clock I'll be hitting the sack. So I might check in again, but if not, I will see you guys in the morning. Morning, everyone. I think I just gleeked. Oh, man. Oh. I got up once last night to have a pee, and now it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, I had a great sleep. Great sleep. So did boss, eh? So did my boy. The heater was running at, I'm gonna say 3/4 all night, and it was a bit warm in here. Like, you can tell I'm stuffed. Well, that's too warm. Good boy. It's okay. You're okay. Just stay there, my boy. Yeah. So I think the plan this morning is pretty simple. Start collecting my gear, start putting everything away. I gotta take the batteries out of everything that takes batteries. I don't know why, but they all love to explode on me, so I don't leave batteries inside anything anymore. Yeah, pack up in here, get it to a point where I'm ready to take the heater out, and then when that time comes, I'll fire up the truck and get it warmed up before I move Boss into there. Typically I don't like camping where there's cell service, but in the winter I'm okay with it, you know, just in case something goes wrong. But I've been getting spy point pictures out here, so it's kind of cool. I'm sitting out here winter camping, and there's deer crossing over at my cabin, and I'm getting pictures of them. That's pretty awesome. Whoops. Boss. What are you doing? Hey? Going to town? Yeah. Good boy. It's okay. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Takes a bit to log in because it's not great cell service here, but let's see. Oh, excuse me. Well, there's something there. I don't know what. Looks like a deer. But it's cool that it takes pictures. Hey, it's only minus 21 at the cabin this weekend. That's good. Looks like I was out here for the coldest day we're gonna have. Or at least the coldest day we've had yet. I was out here for, which makes me happy. I was just gonna put the tripod away, and I saw this. So at least whoever left this was nice enough to keep them in a bag. But really, come on guys, clean up after yourself. It's ridiculous. Alright, I'm just gonna put these in the box of the truck here. Probably the same person who lost their tent peg. Anyways, I'll take it home. Let's get the 40 cents. Anyways, I'm gonna let boss out. We're gonna have a beer. I'm gonna chill here for a bit. And then it's go time. Come on, bud. Wanna come out for pee? Hey. Wanna come out? Go out for pee? You just wanna go home? Come on out. Yeah, come have a pee. Okay. Alright, good boy. Guess not. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I had fun making it. And there's a few, I learned a lot too. A few things I learned that I need to adjust for next time. But overall, I think it was a great trip. I had a good time doing it. It was fun. And like I said, I'm going to try and do this as often as I can. Over the next 2 months to the end of February, I have 4 weekends booked to do this. And in between, we'll be going out to the cabin, I think twice. So I'm trying to get the ice shack build done, but it just seems this year is just flying. So I've bought everything except for all the lumber. I still need some more lumber, and then I can build it. And then I can get out and do some ice fishing. When I go to the cabin, that's when I'd like to do the ice fishing. This year I won't be able to be mobile, or too mobile, in the sense I won't be taking this ice shack from lake to lake to lake. The ice this year is just terrible. It's frazzle ice, so it's I'm not bringing a truck on the lake this year, so I'll just keep it out at the cabin, and we'll be able to pop the Quick Fish 6 on top of that. Have a nice platform. Dogs will be out there with us, and I'll be able to make some of those videos. But I've really got to get it done, and I think the only time I can do it is during the weekday. So I'm gonna try and get that done before the wife and I go out to the cabin next time, because 2 reasons. I'm gonna have to take a truck because I think I need water at the cabin, and then I'll be able to haul the ice shack as well. So if I can get the ice shack out to the cabin, the base built, ready to go, and hauled out to the lake, then every time we go to the cabin for the rest of the winter, you know, if we want to, we'll be able to go down ice fishing. And I'm actually going to leave the platform down at the lake. I'm not going to leave it on the ice. I'll pull it up onto my shore, but I'm going to leave it down there so I don't have to do so much hauling, and all I'll have to do is take the shack down. Well, that was really not that bad, guys. I was expecting the takedown part to take a lot longer. It really wasn't bad. I'm pretty happy with that. The setup kind of sucked. It took what I felt like it took a long time, but it was so cold that I couldn't just hammer it out, and I wanted to make video of it, so it did take a bit longer. And it was dark, right? So, but this was great. I don't even know what time it is. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. So I'll bet you if I started packing up and didn't eat in between and didn't have a cup of coffee in between and didn't feed my dog in between, if I just got up and started packing, less than an hour to pack everything up completely into the truck and everything. Super happy. Oh man, this was a great trip. I have this, I don't know, necessity to figure this stuff out before involving other people, so that I know exactly how I set it up last and what worked and what didn't and what to change for the next time. So I'm glad Boss and I did this solo trip, just me and my boy. It's his first time winter camping. Yuck. Move away from the exhaust. So it was his first time winter camping, and it was my first time actually camping in this tent. And I think everything went perfect. I think everything went very well. I was very happy with everything. Okay, everyone, I'm going to take off here, go back home, start the editing process, hanging everything up to dry. I hope you enjoyed. Boss and I had a great time making this video, and stay tuned for more. All right, see you again. Alright, I'm going to make a small detour. We're still on the trail, but I'm going to go and just check on those other guys that were also winter camping. I see quad tracks all over, so I'm sure they're fine. But I'm just going to stop in there and make sure, see if they're still there and make sure they got out or whatever. And then we'll hit the highway.